Alpha MiG-29. Many onlookers were really amazed at the relative simplicity of still a very rare and sought after airshow performer. And we could go on seeing them for many more years because an upgrade deal for 16 of the Polish fulcrums comprising 30. I seem to recall this is his low approach.
45-minute flight. That's 5 going down.
And a huge amount of charisma. Great display pilots. And the 4th Squadron was privileged to be involved with the Diamond Jubilee FLYPAST earlier this year. The second large wingman, Captain Pilot Hamad Ashariani, is qualified on DC-7, Hawk 63, Hawks 102 and B3398. As we see here, B60, solo aircraft with compound front. process for a pilot before an FURSAN. Of flap on now for the crew of the DHL 757. They're entering at about 150 knots and 100 feet, and when they get to display centre, it'll be into the dirty 360 that Spiv mentioned, flaps then to 20 degrees, raising the gear and sustaining a 45-degree bank to the left. Opening up with the gear retracting as it continues round. It'll clean the aircraft up, keeping 20 degrees of flap initially as it comes all the way back round onto the display centre. Very cool from Riat, so not too distant past the 757s of the Royal New Zealand Air Force's number 40 Squadron, who operate two in the combi role, flying both military cargo and operating as troop carriers. The engines here are a pair of Rolls-Royce RB211 turbofans, engines you'll find on many of today's civil aircraft, including the Boeing 747-57, being developed for the Lockheed L1011 TRISTAR. The engine design is some 45 years old now.
All sorts of ammunition, including nuclear weapons or laser guide weapons. With its various configuration and flight parameters. Flight by this very low speed,
Ospreys.
And now downwind leg for a full stop.
Last year, hasn't he?
Exactly. And this pilot is in his second year as the presenter of the RAFALE. Next year he will be replaced by the third one because the coach of the team today is Captain Cédric Cruet. Cédric Cruet was the first presenter of the RAFALE in the French Air Force 3 years before. Big salute of the RAFALE just in front of the crowd. Tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, it was
the BAC-BC-10, an aircraft celebrating this year the 50th anniversary of its maiden flight. Number 101 Squadron crew today comprises Flight Lieutenant Keith Brown in the captain's seat, co-pilot Squadron Leader Tim Kemp, navigator Flight Lieutenant Dave Coombe, and Flight Engineer Sergeant Nick Crook. The BC-10's currently serving on deployment in Afghanistan and supporting the Typhoons stationed in the Falklands. Then comes the Lockheed Hercules, flown by a crew from number 30 Squadron, the aircraft captain Flight Lieutenant Mark Brodie, co-pilot Flight Lieutenant Al Farmer, and Air Load Master Sergeant A.P. Street. The Hercules Force, a mixture of 9 C-130K models, the Marks 1 and 3, the newer C-130Js in the form of the Marks 4 and 5, has been involved in continual overseas taskings for the last 20 years, today heavily engaged in Afghanistan. Third up, the Lockheed TRISTAR from number 216 Squadron, another tanker transport type slated for replacement in the coming years. It's captained today by Squadron Leader Steve Pollard, joined by co-pilot Flight Lieutenant James Corbett, Flight Sergeant Neil Charlton as Flight Engineer, and Flight Sergeant Carl Temple-Fielder as Air Load Master. A new workhorse of the RAF's air mobility fleet now, the Boeing C-17A GLOBEMASTER 3 of number 99 Squadron. From an initial fleet of 4 leased aircraft, the first of which was delivered in 2001, the C-17 force has expanded to 8, now RAF-owned outright, the 8th having just been delivered this May. Combining tactical and strategic transport attributes, it's proved an outstanding asset. The crew today, headed by aircraft captain Flight Lieutenant Chris Knight, with co-pilot Flight Lieutenant Annabelle Bacon and Air Load Master Paul Bomber Harris. And bringing up the rear, the future of the RAF's tanker transport fleet, the Airbus Voyager KC-1, based upon the Airbus A330-200 multi-role tanker transport. Here we see the sole example currently flying from BRIZE Norton, operated by number 10 Squadron, from which comes the aircraft captain, Flight Lieutenant Reg Arminu, joined today by co-pilot Flight Lieutenant James Davies, and mission systems operator Flight Lieutenant Steve Sandsford. 14 of these aircraft are being provided to the RAF under a contract with the Air Tanker Consortium. And following them in, test pilots Ed Strongman and Anthony Flynn with the Airbus military A400M, now known as the Atlas. That's the name it'll carry when it enters RAF service. There are 5 test examples of the A400M now flying. The 5th made its maiden flight in December last year, and they're performing around 4,300 hours of development and qualification testing prior to service entry. All 5 of them, you may have seen in some of the aviation media, flew together for the first time in June. The 7th airframe, which will be the first for the aircraft's first operator, the French Air Force, is currently in assembly and is scheduled for its maiden flight in August prior to delivery in December. trials with Eurocopter EC725 and NHS completing his landing checks. Gear down, flaps down for a full stop landing on runway 09. In from the left, the Airbus A400 Atlas. Let's give it that name here at Fairford in a naming ceremony on Friday afternoon of last week. And of course, it's almost a year since the Voyager was so named in a similar ceremony on the Friday before Riat 2011. A very welcome appearance. I believe this aircraft is the fifth of these 5 prototypes. Ed Strongman and Anthony Flynn bringing it into land. On the 4 Eurocrop International TP400 D6s, bringing the Atlas in for a very short stop.
Did you want a picture of that?
Running in, we have not the 2 Mark 19s which we were told. It is in fact the wonderful Mark II, the baby Spit, and the Mark V Spitfire as well.
So what you do for different roles, but trying to advance the technology.
You got the Supermarine one here.
Those Supermarine just remains.
It's very easy. It's the culture roles.
The windows are still coming. Different way, it's a different way. Yeah, but I want to see this in
Frozen cannons!
Sorry, Rick. Oh, well, I'll keep doing that.
That's just to break them all up. One solid mess.
You get Randy down here and probably go.
Aircraft appeared to stand for the first time in a long time. Really, the only other previous appearance you may recall was on a very sunny Riat in 2006.
On that occasion, the aircraft was demonstrated for us by a test pilot crew. But today we see them in the hands of operational pilots. Both of the examples on the north side have taxied out. Only one is going to display, the other will be departing straight off to Farnborough. I believe the second may also be departing to Farnborough as well, possibly.
Yes, we believe so. I think once he's completed the display, they will not be landing back. He'll be going on to Farnborough. That's correct.
But one of them will be returning tomorrow to give the flying display.
That is correct, yes. So we can look forward to that again tomorrow after we've seen their spirited display today. Well, Lancaster, glorious machine. One of just two we can take off. One to take off display, one to take off in the park. To Farnborough. Here. Prowling along the runway. Yes, this is the second ever appearance here at the Royal International Air Tattoo. They will be done down in future years, rather common sight of rectangular, especially.
It's a different version. It's the MV-22B of the US Marine Corps. It's the CV-22B combat rescue variant of the US Air Force that's expected to be stationed at RAF Hall in Suffolk. Here goes the first of them. On the display listing their performance as an 80 jump, and that means that the nacelles are tilted to 80 degrees.
The Osprey is the first aircraft designed from the ground up to meet the needs of all four US Armed Services on 500 feet for a high-speed pass.
A1107C turbofashafts of 6,150 shaft horsepower each. Further upgrades to the type are planned to increase its speed and altitude performance, and the advantages it offers over a helicopter are legion: greater speed and longer range. And there's also, of course, a significant advantage over a conventional fixed-wing aircraft in its ability to operate from confined spaces. The Osprey can transport 24 combat troops, 20,000 pounds of internal or up to 15,000 pounds of external cargo, and it's fully air-to-air refueling capable.
And the wind rotates of the aircraft can be stored on board an aircraft carrier at sea. Into the landing configuration, gear down, and rotors in the landing position. The aircraft will come to a halt in the centre to show how to do some model work.
They're doing this pretty low, 50 feet. in the Royal International Air Tattoo flying display.
Black Eagles welcome you, sir, with the loop maneuver. Which represents our symbol, the teamwork. Ladies and gentlemen, on your left, the tango formation with the loop. And again, they are shaping a eagle formation, which is a trademark of us, the Black Eagles. Attention to the left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, on your left and right, once again, the triple cross turn is taking place. observing the push rule is happening right now. There is a terrific cooling ability of our T-50. Thank you so much for your weather in the UK. This was Lieutenant Choi and Lieutenant Colonel Kim Young-hwa at the ground control. And we were Black Eagles. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Assist us by considering staggering your departure. In doing so, you help us keep congestion in the car parks to a minimum. Nevertheless, please be prepared to wait patiently in your cars whenever you choose to depart, as we work to ensure your safe exit from the show. You cancel your tweets, we are at Riat commentary. A few of your tweets have been flying into us here. This Super Hornet was earmarked as the eventual successor to the much-loved and iconic F-14 Tomcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Squadron Brian Parsons, and in my role as the team manager, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today the 2012 Tornado World Demonstration Team. As many of you will be aware, the past week has been a difficult one for 15 Squadron, Royal Air Force Personnel and the Tornado Force. And we've received many very kind messages, so thank you to all of your thoughts and your support. This weekend's performances are dedicated to the memory of Squadron Sam Daly, Flight Lieutenant Adam Standard and Flight Lieutenant Aidan Paul, who tragically lost their lives this week. From the right side for one, first break attack. One to the left, Squadron, the Flying Can Openers as they're known after their tank-busting exploits in World War II, and a unit that many still think of as the Jaguar operator at RAF Coltishall, but now it's a fully fledged operational Eurofighter Typhoon Squadron at RAF Lucas in Scotland, and here it is on the roll.
Back onto the cloud line before entering into an outside turn. Having let all the speed off, the aircraft is coming through for a slow pass. Moments ago he was going through the ground center line at 450 miles an hour, this time coming back at us at no less than 100 miles an hour.
Typhoon Force in Operation
obstacle, descending rapidly, pitching hard.
Brings us, gentlemen, to our final, but by no means least, display act. A team we've seen here before, and a team who never fail to entertain. From France, the wonderful Breitling Jet Team.
Yes, Breitling, great supporters of Riat over the years, with last year a tremendous combined routine of the Breitling Jet Team and the Breitling Wingwalkers. You can see one of the Wingwalkers steered in the static park along with one of the Jet Team's L-39. Then Scott Locker rolling out